And we are live. Welcome everybody to the channel. It is Chosen Wisdom Football, where we say what we see, not just how we feel. It's not about emotions here. It's about watching the game as objectively as we can and analyzing what we see and the same what we see and having a conversation about it. That's what this channel is about. Welcome people. Smash the likes. Turn on the notifications. Subscribe if you haven't. Please help the channel grow. Thank you guys for joining us today, joining me today. The chat is flowing already as people inside the chat having conversations. Listen, today it is Nottingham Forest, and Nottingham Forest have been playing well this season. They've surprised me. Alanga is over there playing all right, playing well. Hudson-Odoi. So they've got players that can hurt us. The team sheet, of course, is released. We're literally a minute from kickoff. We've done the a moment of silence, I believe, for the lady, the admin lady, I believe, that died recently. And Kath. I mean, I will say this about the lady. RIP, of course, Kath. But I will say this. Man United are the only football team that you know the name of an admin member of staff. It's crazy. Like this Kath death, and I know she's been there for a long time and all these things, it's got more media attention than Man City's treble. Like, it's crazy. I'm all here for it. I'm all here for appreciating human beings that have lived a life of service, that have done good things. This is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the level of media attention and the fact that both teams are given a round of applause because admin staff, and I know she's a long-serving admin staff, but because admin staff has passed away, so I'm all here for it. It shows the size of the club. At the end of the day, it shows the size of the club. R.I.P. Kath. The match is about to go. Let's go. I don't know. There's not a lot of time for us to even talk about the starting lineup before the match starts, but we have a front three of Bruno, Hojlund, and Garnacho today. He's come out and he's already said Bruno's better in the midfield than a 10. He's come out and he's already criticised Hojlund's lack of ability to connect with the team and the fact he takes too many touches. And we've seen with our own eyes over the last 3 or 4 games that Garnacho, whether he might become good enough, but right now he's not good enough for Manchester United to start in week in, week out for Manchester United Football Club. He is not. He might get better, but right now, I believe he isn't. So I'm very surprised he's gone with that front three. It looks like a front three that will run and that will press. So maybe that's what he's thinking about. We've got Kobe and Ugarte, I believe, in the midfield, which is quite interesting because neither of them are world-class or great ball passes. Kobe's got good short passing, and Kobe's skill is really in between the lines, giving goals. He's a better version of Tom Cleverley. You know, he can drop a shoulder. Kobe, he's got a good shot, but Kobe Manu is not going to deliver a 30-yard pass. He's not going to spray the ball around a bit like CASEMIRO does, and neither is Ugarte. So I'm very surprised that we're going with a midfield of those two that I don't know what sort of ball progression we're going to get from those two. So we'll see. I'm happy to see, by the way, guys, the match has just kicked off. I'm happy to see, what's his name? Lenny Euro start for us. The fact that Bruno, do you know what it is? The one thing I don't like about this manager already is that he talks about managing players and managing players' minutes and players not starting every game. But I feel like Bruno Fernandes has started almost every game and he's played almost like 90 minutes all the time. And one thing that I was looking forward to under this manager is seeing what we look like as a team without Bruno Fernandes in it. Without Bruno Fernandes losing the ball all the time. And one thing that we haven't been able to do is see what we look like without Bruno. Because the manager is... There's 2 players that I hoped... There's 3 players that I hoped he would look at or see the way that I see them. i.e., they're not good enough. That's Bruno, Garnacho, and Rashford. Bruno, he's a captain. He's not going anywhere. Unfortunately for me, he is persisting with Garnacho. I think that's a mistake. I feel like Garnacho is not good enough, but that's my opinion. A lot of you guys will disagree. There you go. 1-0 to Nottingham Forest. It seems as if, and by the way, guys, this was a set piece, a corner, a very, very simple corner. And yeah, I think Milenkovic jumped. Simple header, simple set piece, very, very easy goal. Nottingham Forest are leading. Set pieces, clearly set pieces are an issue for Manchester United. We conceded 2 against Arsenal the other day, and we've conceded 1 against Nottingham Forest within the first 2 minutes. It's such a simple. Yep, it was Martinez. Martinez didn't even jump. Why is Martinez even marking? Martinez is marking literally the biggest guy. I don't understand who's giving these instructions at set pieces. We have Ugarte who's short. We got Kobe Manu who's short. We got Ahmad who is short. We got Martinez who is short. We got what's his name? Garnacho who is short. Like, we need to do better. Anyway, here we go. Oh my lord. How did Hojlund miss that? How did Hojlund miss that? How did Hojlund miss that? Oh my gosh. Anyway, this match has started quickly. First 3 minutes, there's been a goal, and there's been Hojlund's missing open chance. An open header. I need to see that chance again, but for me, it looked like an easy chance for Hojlund. Anyway, guys, 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes almost on the clock. Boy, this match has started quickly. Let me see if I get time to read some of your comments. Orhan, as usual, welcome. It's always appreciate you in the chat. It's going to be a good test for Man United against Forest. Well, you said it, Orhan. You said it. And look, 1-0 already. It looks as if Arsenal identified that United are not that good. Hojlund, Garnacho was right there for you to lay off. What are you trying to do? Oh, this is going to be a long, frustrating game. This manager is going to learn very quickly that these guys are not good enough. Stop playing the Hojlunds and Garnachos. Oh, the cross was too high. I don't understand why Garnacho couldn't put the ball into the box on the floor. Or, if he's going to cross it in, why so... Tell you what it is for me, all we can do is say what we can see, right? There's no bias here. The first 4 minutes, why couldn't Garnacho put in a quality cross? I can't believe what I'm seeing. Anyway, first 4 minutes, let's not panic, but I reckon it might be a hard game for United now. Definitely a harder game than it should have been. Well done, Ahmad. Well done, guys. It's going to break down now with Garnacho. Almost. He almost lost the ball. Even that pass from Garnacho wasn't good. Let's also pay attention to see when our moves break down and how and why. Let's actually watch the game. Because one thing I noticed that with most fans, they're not really focused. They're not really watching the game. They're not watching the shapes. They're not watching to see what the players are doing. Foul, ref. Looking back at that goal again, guys. Why doesn't Martinez jump? Because I'm looking back at the replay. When you look back at the replay, you see Martinez literally trying to manhandle the defender, and he's got no intention of even trying to jump for the ball at all. Third corner conceded. The 3 goals we've conceded, the last 3 goals we've conceded as a team have all been from corners. The height of the team is clearly a concern. And All right, so there you go. I've just received the stat that Man United have become the team that conceded or have conceded the most goals from corners in the league. In the league, we do not know what to do when we concede corners, and our team is small. Like Martinez cannot. Like if our team's this small, Martinez, I don't know. I just wish he wasn't as small. Oh my gosh. Nobody's in the box. Hojlund's not in the box. That was not a bad cross from Dalot. That's not a bad cross from Dalot at all. But nobody's there trying to look. Look how far Hojlund is from the box. There's two things I want to say about that Dalot cross into the box. One, if you got football intelligence, right, and you're Dalot, you know there's nobody in the box, right? So you're probably not. If you look up and you see there's no one in the box, you're not putting that ball in the box. You're not. So it's a fact that Dalot put that ball in the box without even looking up. And it's a fact that Hojlund is total misunderstanding. You know, one thing this man just said is that the players that we have, Martinez is not having a good game at all. The players that we have don't understand football. If Hojlund understood football, the run that he'd be making would be a run towards the first post, rather than trying to run and drop deep. While at the same time, Dalot is trying to run forward. That doesn't make any sense. The lack of football IQ from our forward players is absolutely atrocious. Look at Hojlund. You see what he does. I don't have faith. Please, Hojlund. Ah, Hojlund loses the ball, as he always does. Also, once you realise that it's always Hojlund, and I don't mind, yeah, if Hojlund loses the ball by doing something good, by doing something, by making a right decision, right? Hojlund loses the ball by always trying to do something ridiculous. Just right then, he took about 3 or 4 touches. And the one thing the manager keeps saying about Hojlund is he takes, if you're good enough, if you're a good dribbler, cool, you could take 3 or 4 touches. But Hojlund's first touch is absolutely atrocious most of the time. He isn't a player that you want on the ball taking loads of touches. He is not. Anyway, I've seen enough now of this formation. I've seen enough of these players to know that this front three just won't work and just doesn't work. And I'm very surprised the manager is started with these guys. Very surprised. Anyway, Turkish, welcome to the channel. Welcome back as always. I expect a win from United at home to Forest. I expect a win as well. Whether we all get one is another story. But yeah, I can't believe that. I can't believe it either. I can't believe. I can't believe how badly we're playing and how badly we have started this game. My issue with Amorim saying the storm is coming is that at what point is the storm his fault? Because he's playing these players. No one's forcing him to play Garnacho and Hojlund. Zirkzee's on the bench. Zirkzee's better than both of them. So it's like, this storm's going to come. You can start with Zirkzee, mate. He would hold the ball up and bring others into play and we'll be playing better. So it's like, the fact that he's starting the same shit players that Ten Hag started with is scary to me. It's either he sees football the same way Ten Hag sees football, or I don't understand football. Because for me, the way he talks about technical ability all the time, but then starts Hojlund, who can't control the ball. I'm like, I get it. Hojlund is quick and he's got pace, but he's not technically better than Zirkzee. He isn't. Anyway, Ahmad, that is so bad. That is so bad. Because what is that, a shot or cross? That is so shit from Bruno. Yeah, the rain is coming down. Yeah, it's very surprising. Like I said, he's gone with these players. Everything he's like this manager he's doing. Yeah. By the way, the camera has just frozen, guys. Hopefully you can still hear me, and I'll continue to speak while the camera is being fixed, guys, as usual. So, just bear with me while we sort this camera out. But yeah, Kobe. Yeah, but if I pass it the whole stand, would you need to put it back in place exactly where it is and all that stuff? Because now I've moved it all. I don't know, you know. Hey, Kobe Manu. All right, free kick to Man United. This guy looks like Grealish. Silva. Is it Silva? Is that his name? Oh, Jota. Yeah, he looks like Grealish. He's got the Grealish headband, the Grealish face. Let's see what we can do from set pieces. Because we are the worst at defending set pieces in the league. In the league. Oh, unlucky, Ahmad. Oh, unlucky. He's fake Grealish, bruv. All right, another corner. There we go. We are back, people. All right. All right. That was a very, very bad corner. We just don't do anything well. All right, back to Martinez. So from a corner, we've managed to get back here, back to our defenders. Of course, we are so bad going forward. And the thing is, the manager talked about how bad we were going forward, and he starts the same front line. Yeah. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm not happy and I'm not impressed at all. Yeah. Nice, Kobe. All right, cool. Let's go. Let's go, Ahmad. Unlucky, Ahmad. Ah, unlucky, Ahmad. It's quite interesting as well. I think it's gonna start to annoy fans eventually. It's gonna start to annoy fans eventually when we know that our best forward attacking players, are more technical players, Masraoui and Ahmad, are playing in defence, while our less technical players, Hojlund, Garnacho to some extent, are playing up front. I think it's going to start to frustrate people, knowing that Ahmad is a much better going forward than Hojlund and Garnacho, but he's playing in defence. Eventually, if we keep losing, that's going to start frustrating people. Like, the manager said that Bruno can't play in the 10, right? Because he can't play with his back to goal. He came out in a press conference and more or less said that. But then he's starting him in the 10 today. I would put Bruno where Kobe is, and basically swap Bruno and Kobe. Play Kobe in the 10 and play Bruno in the 8. I don't get why this manager is playing Bruno in the 10 and Kobe Mainu in the 8. Just swap them. Bruno can run and run and run. He needs to be in Kobe's position. Look how deep Hojlund is. The thing is, Hojlund just scored. And this is what I'm saying. Hojlund, I'm happy that we've scored. But Hojlund has had, him and Garnacho have been the worst players on the pitch. We've all watched this game together. We've all seen with our eyes what's been happening and who, but then he scored. And my question to you as fans is, are you happy for players like that to exist in your team? Players that give you nothing, that are not actually that good, but right place at the right time. He scored a tap-in. He offers absolutely nothing. But, I don't know. It is what it is. I'm happy, guys. I'm not going to lie. I'm happy that we've scored. But I'm frustrated that, once again, Hojlund is going to have a shit game. He's been absolutely atrocious this game. And he's probably going to score 1 or 2 goals. Anyway. We are back and we've scored. Nice pass from Bruno. The first touch from Garnacho wasn't that great. I thought Garnacho was going to dink it over the goalkeeper. He didn't have the technical ability to execute that dink. And then goalkeeper saved it. It fell to Rasmus Hojlund and tapping. The problem I'm going to have is these commentators now are going to say, oh my God, he's in the side because he's a great goal scorer. He's this and he's that. And I'm like, no, we all can see that he's not that good. Just because someone scored a goal, it doesn't mean they're good. He was literally in the right place at the right time. He scored a tap-in, which is what he's supposed to do. Anyway, nice touch from Kobe. Oh my gosh, even that pass back from Garnacho wasn't good. Dallo almost missed it. Do you know what it is as well? It's the fact that he's only scored a tap-in, like the simplest goals, and like he's celebrating like he scored a worldie. That will always bug me when it comes to Hojlund. Like most goal scorers, whether you're Jermaine Defoe or Van Persie, when you score little tapping goals, you just score your goal and just run back because you're used to scoring goals. You scored 100 goals in the youth team. Like Hojlund celebrates the most basic goal like he's not a goal scorer, like he's not used to scoring goals, like he must milk every tiny goal that he scored because he doesn't know when he's going to score the next. Like he comes across like that sort of player, very insecure, like telling the crowd to shush and all these things when he scores. That's not the type of striker that I need in my team. It isn't. Especially when I see how the fans treat Zirkzee, how the fans are onto Zirkzee. Zirkzee scored 2 or 3 goals, yeah, in about 4 starts. He scored more goals, yeah, in the shortest period of time than Hojlund has in his first season. He's been better in his first season than Hojlund has been in his much better at this stage of time. There's no conversation to be had. Hojlund was crap in his at the start of his. Hey, Ahmad, unlucky Ahmad. Nice. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's the fact that Zirkzee gets abuse, right? And he's only been here for a minute, while Hojlund is like, oh, give Hojlund time, give Hojlund this. It's the racism in our fan base. Yeah, the clear, for me personally, the clear racism and bias, and not just in our fan base, but Britain in general, just seeps through when it comes to football. It seeps through, and I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. Anyway, Nottingham Forest on the attack. Man United in the mid block at the moment. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Ever since Forest scored that header, they Forest have been quiet. Forest have been quiet, and we have. I mean, we should be. We should be dominating the game, and we have been dominating the game. Oh, that's a mistake from Kobe. I do not want to see Kobe in that deep line position. I know a lot of Man United fans think Kobe's a six, think Kobe is a deep line playmaker. He is not a deep line playmaker. He's not. He's not. Kobe does not want to be running back. There we go. Oh, lucky. Forest on the counter attack. Kobe, yeah, does not want to be running back the other way. Like right now, that's not his game. Martinez. Martinez has to be so physical because Martinez is so small. He has to. He almost has to kind of. He almost gets away with like semi fouls. Like if somebody bigger than Martinez was doing exactly the same thing that Martinez is doing, I reckon the referee will be blown a lot more. But I think because he's small, like Martinez can get away with like maybe like kicking your leg like a little bit or pushing you off a little bit with one hand because I don't know, the referee's looking at him, he's like, oh, he's only small. That can't do anything to you. So I always like when Martinez plays, watch him. He does a lot of dark art stuff. I call it the dark arts, the little fouls that go under the radar. He does a lot of that stuff. I guess traditionally you call him a nasty player. You call him a yeah, bit Roy Keenish. Like he purposely wants you to feel him, to feel that he's there, give you a little kick. But there's one thing I'm noticing with Martinez as well is that I don't know if this formation is gonna last this formation, you know. Because I know people, of course, are talking about Luke Shaw, and listen, Luke Shaw is another story. I don't want to even get into Luke Shaw, but his height is more of a problem now. His lack of physicality, even though he's physical, his lack of presence is more of a concern now. And I can see why we were looking at Branthwaite. I'm not saying Branthwaite looked that good when we faced him against Everton, and you can't judge a player over one game. He played badly against us, but you know you have to watch Branthwaite over the whole season to judge him. But I think Martinez might be in trouble, you know, in this formation. But we will see. I remember when Ten Hag kept saying we're gonna play our football when everyone returns. When everyone returns, Martinez returned. Everyone returned for Ten Hag, and we still played rubbish. And then people went on to the other excuse. Then when the other excuse ran out, then Ten Hag made another excuse. This guy looks this Jack Grealish wannabe, bruv. Do you know what it is? Yeah, it's because he's wearing the blue of the Man City as well. Like he's doing it on purpose. This guy. Diallo's not having a good game today. so far. He's been a bit sloppy, Diallo. He's not been as secure as he usually is with the ball. That was very unnecessary pass to give away. Yeah, guys, this weather. There we go. They've hit the crossbar again. Oh, this game is not over. Of course it isn't. It's only 1-1. It's only 26 minutes on the clock. But set pieces clearly is a massive concern for us. Look at this Jack Grealish. His monobrow. Yeah. There we go. Move forward. The back three needs to move forward, especially when there's no one marking. Like, you're all three of you are free. Ligt, there's no one pressing you. Lenny Euro, there's no one pressing you either. I just feel like there you go. Dillit's got the ball. Just invite the pressure. Take your time, Dillit. It's cool. In this formation, the centre back is so important, man. Oh, Garnacho, Bruno, Kobe. Bruno, quicker and more crisp. Oh, get Kobe. Was that a foul? No, nutmeg. Is that the fake Grealish again? No, it's not. What's that film called? Us. Oh yeah, the doppelganger Grealish. Grealish's doppelganger. That's who he is. All right, Amaz waiting for the cutback free kick to Man United. 29 minutes on the clocky. Bruno, what's Bruno gonna do in this free kick? Is he gonna put it in a box? Is he gonna? I hope he doesn't do anything stupid like shoot. I knew Fernandez was looking for that. Grealish is keeps. You gotta get booked now, Grealish. How many times you fouled in this guy? Come on, Jack or Jota. Who? Oh, okay. So, breaking news, guys. Apparently, Mikel Antonio has, well, he is now conscious. So he's regained consciousness, which is, of course, really good news. Um, as we know, he was in a car accident today, and it wasn't a good one. It was one of those. Yeah, the car was totaled, and people were fearful of his life. So the fact that he's regained consciousness is really, it's a really good news. As usual, football's only a game, and someone's life is 100 times, 100 million trillion times more important than any game or any sport. So yeah, we just hope Antonio just recovers well. All right. Oh, Grealish has been booked on that side. We don't have Casemiro on the pitch. And without Casemiro, we're not going to score any set pieces. Oh my gosh. Sorry guys, I don't know why the camera keeps messing up. All of a sudden, there's no reason for it to be doing that. But I'm gonna try to get it fixed for you again, guys. So yeah, guys, I'm still here by the way. We just need to fix. There we go. Jota. Ligt challenge. We can't even get crosses over the first man when we put them in. The lack of quality from our forward play is so surprising. It's so bad. Almost another goal from set piece. Oh, we are bad at set pieces. We are bad at set pieces. Oh my gosh. We are so bad. Every time we can see the corner, we look shaky. And I don't know whether that's something that Amorim, it's Amorim's fault because I don't remember us being this bad when it comes to set pieces. I don't recall under Ten Hag. So I don't know if this is just a hangover from the Arsenal thing. And because Arsenal exposed us so badly, we're now overthinking things and, we're not confident anymore. So all of a sudden, we're just shit at set pieces or defending set pieces. Listen, that can happen. One game could shatter your confidence. I don't know. Because right now, we don't look very confident defending corners. We do not. And that needs to change. Because like corners are like a cheat code. You don't need to play well to score from a corner. You can be like the worst team, have one corner, and then look at the Arsenal game. Up until Arsenal scored a corner, they weren't the better team. The corner came out of nowhere. They scored a corner, and after they scored the corner, the rest was history. They got on top, scored a second corner, and then won the game. The corner changed the game, so you don't need to play well. You don't need to be better than the other team to score a corner, to have one moment. And if we're really bad at defending corners, then we're vulnerable. So it's definitely something. We'll see. But at the moment, the height of the team, I think, is a problem. Another corner from Forest, by Forest, or for Forest, should I say. I mean, at the moment, the height of the team is a concern. If you're, the way that Arteta is building this giant Arsenal team and not buying any players like under like 5'10", maybe that's the way forward. Which is sad because once again, it will turn football more into some sort of big athletic game rather than a game of technicality. I honestly feel like some of the best technical footballers are getting rubbed out of the game because they can't keep up with the kick and run, the fast paced nature of the sport. All right, good pressing from United. Push for Forest back. Forest back. We also need to improve when we clear the ball. When the ball's in the air and it drops to our players and we want to clear it, we need to try our best to clear it and find a man, not just boot it. Like when you clear the ball, at least try your best to find a man as well. Oh my gosh. Garnacho. Garnacho, understand football. If they score from this Garnacho mistake, oh my gosh. Now Garnacho again. What's Garnacho now going to do? Garnacho on the left. Bruno. And then he kicks it straight into the goalkeeper's hands. Garnacho. Oh my word. I can't believe this manager is persisting with Garnacho. Do you know what's funny about Garnacho, guys? It's the fact that Man United had players like Adnan Januzaj, who is twice the player Garnacho is. He's 100 times better. Adnan Januzaj at 18 years old, yeah, is twice the footballer Garnacho is now at 20. Facts. And he didn't make it at the club because he wasn't good enough. And we had people like Nani. And Nani played a lot of games. Nani was actually good for us. But it's the fact that we're so rubbish that someone as rubbish as Garnacho starts week in, week out for us. Look at this. Look at him. Look how he plays. Let's watch him. He is bad at this thing called football. He's not good at it. Oh, it is painful to watch this guy. So painful. Anyway, Cultistic, as usual, thank you for passing through. Thank you for joining. United will come back during this game and take the win. Second half, the game will change. My prediction. I hope so. I think so. I think so too. But the camera's gone off again, guys. But I am still here. I'm not gonna lie, guys. This is clearly gonna be one of those games where I'm gonna have issues with the camera, and I'm going to have issues with the visuals today. So I'm gonna apologize for that. I think the weather has something to do with it because I'm streaming through a Wi-Fi sort of camera. So I think the bad weather is having an effect on the viewing, but I'm trying my best, guys. So just bear with me. You can still hear my voice anyway. So we keep it moving. We keep it moving. All right, Bruno with another free kick. What's Bruno now going to do with this set piece? Yeah, guys, I think the bad weather is messing up with the visuals today. So apologies, but this is not all the time. It's not common. It's just a one-off. Oh! Fernandez's free kick hit the crossbar. Oh my lord. Fernandez. There we go. The way that we're playing, guys, I want you to understand, we are dominating this game. But we just don't look potent up front because our front line don't know what to do with the ball when they have it. And they're technically not good enough to execute what the manager wants them to do. So I like what the manager is doing in terms of the way he's setting us up. I don't like the players he's picking. His starting lineup against Arsenal was bad. His starting lineup today was really bad. So there's one thing I'm not happy with the manager so far is I know he says he wants to rotate. So he has made it clear that he's going to rotate, right? But I still think that he says he's going to rotate, but we haven't seen Antony. So if you are going to rotate, why does Garnacho start on the left all the time and we never see Antony? If you do want to rotate and give players 90 minutes and see all the, how come we haven't seen him? And we keep seeing Bruno every. So yes, I understand what he says about rotation, but I just wish it was equal rotation for all, because he's already shown favourites, and his favourites like Garnacho and and Hojlund are the people that got Ten Hag sacked, right? The reason why Ten Hag was sacked is because we weren't scoring goals, we weren't playing good, and our front line is Bruno, Garnacho, Hojlund, Rashford. That front line got Ten Hag sacked. It wasn't our bad defending. It was mostly the fact that we couldn't really score, right? And our new manager is continuing with that same front lineup that got the manager sacked. That is a big concern for me. But it is early days, and I'm behind this manager. I am. I like what he says. I like how he speaks. He's coherent. For me, he makes a lot more sense than Ten Hag. Like I said, I like the system that he's implementing. What the heck? I like some of the players. I like his understanding of the game. I just don't like the players that he's now choosing in the front line to start most of the time. But I will be patient with this manager. This is his 5th game. And I will judge him at the end of the season. 43 minutes on the clock. We need to get to halftime and make changes, because I'm not gonna lie, this has got stale now. It's got really stale. There's nothing happening on the right hand side at the moment as well. Wow, for the first time I saw Bruno do something skillful. We need. The thing is, when Aman has the ball on the right hand side, we can all watch the game. We're all watching the game. He's isolated. Bruno's not really near him. Whereas when Garnacho has the ball on the left hand side, Dallow's near him. Ahmad's near Dallow's near him. Hojlund's near him. And sometimes Bruno moves over to that side too. When Ahmad gets the ball on his right hand side, he's isolated. There's no one for him to pass the ball to bounce the ball off or anything like that. So we're a bit lopsided in this game. I don't know. I believe we're probably lopsided because they believe Garnacho needs more help on that side. But I think Ahmad just needs somebody on this right hand side to bounce the ball off. You know, the camera's doing its thing, guys. The camera keeps doing its thing. This is a dead game, guys. Very disappointing match of game of football. We're not seeing anything really attacking wise from United. We scored a goal, and we've had about, I think, 70% possession. But yeah. Yep. Yep, guys. The 1 minute of added time is over. And the first half has finished. Manchester United 1, Forest won the worst start imaginable. The worst start. Within 2 minutes, we've conceded another corner. Third corner conceded in 50 minutes or 45 minutes because Arsenal scored their corner in about what 50 minutes maybe. So we've conceded 3 corners in about 45 minutes of football. That is a concern, a massive concern that the manager needs to work on, needs to fix. The set piece coach, he needs to. We need to get a set piece coach, or he needs to be fired, or something. We've had a lot of possession, as we do in this formation, but we do not look dangerous going forward. The players still lack cohesion. There's a big, massive lack of quality in our forward line. Garnacho and Hojlund are not good enough to play for this football club and win us Champions Leagues and Premier League titles. They are not. And if you think they are, cool, but they are not. They're not. So I don't know why this manager is persisting with those players. I know he needs to rotate, but he's rotating and playing the same Garnacho and Hojlund players. The same. So yeah, I'm not happy with our attack at all. There's nothing else to say really. I can't. I've got no analysis. That Hojlund doesn't offer. If Hojlund is not scoring goals, he offers absolutely nothing. But people have patience for him. I think the media and the Man United PR are so dangerous. Every time there's good news coming out of Manchester United Football Club, they post the good news with a picture of Garnacho or Hojlund, one of the blonde, blue-eyed boys. Never Kobe Manu, never Amad Diallo, never those sort of young ballers. Just those two. I don't understand what qualities those two have to be so protected by not only the media and the Man United media, but by the fan base, who can clearly see that they're not good enough, but still have certain patience with them that they did not have with some of our better footballers that are still here or have already gone. One thing about me and this channel is that I will always point out discrepancies, bias, hypocrisies. I'll always point it out when I see it, and there is a lot of that in football. Football is about feelings. It's a religion. We all religiously support our football club, and because it's about feeling and emotion, it doesn't always lend itself to objectivity. Is this person a better passer of the ball? Is this person a better shooter? Long shot, short shot, volley, header, short pass, long pass. Does he have a better first touch? We can see these things, yeah, just by watching with our eyes. And far too many times, a player who doesn't have certain footballing fundamentals might score 15 goals a season, and that footballer to the fans will be a really good or world-class footballer just because of their goals. And the argument will be they scored 20 goals though. Well, they scored 20 goals, but they scored 20 goals. And I'll say, yes, but that doesn't make you the best footballer. If I told you that Ronaldinho scored 1 goal every season and only had 4 assists every season, will that change your opinion of whether Ronaldinho is one of the best footballers that ever lived or not? No, because he still can control the ball. He still can shoot. He's still the best footballer in the world ever, to some, regardless of whether he gets goals or assists. I feel like this output mad young children's way of seeing football has ruined football and therefore made people like Garnacho, Hojlund, and to a lesser extent Bruno, seem or appear to be inexpendable or appear to be better than they actually are because they know people see football as an output sport, and people are output mad, output crazy, GA crazy. And if the footballers understand that they can play rubbish for 90 minutes and they score a goal, and that's all they need to do, because it'll make you as fans happy. If they understand it, that's what they will do. So I feel like the fan base needs to stop accepting mediocre and shit 90-minute performance as long as a player scores a goal. Because a central midfielder cannot play shit for 90 minutes. Imagine if a central defender kept losing the ball. We will concede 50 goals every match. Imagine if our goalkeeper had a better of a performance as Hojlund did in his position and kept losing the ball and threw the ball to the opposition. We would concede all the time. But for some reason, some attacking players are allowed to play shit, while everyone else around them, the midfielders around them, have to have a flawless game, have to find their man, have to control the ball, have to do all their thing. When he gets to Hojlund, he's allowed to miscontrol the ball. Garnacho, he's allowed to do all of these things. Players are not being held to the same standard around the pitch. And on this channel, we will point that out and hopefully improve the way that we all see football. Anyway, it's a 1-1 game. United have a lot of work to do, and I just hope this manager makes the changes at halftime. I hope. So anyway, guys, I am going to have a quick break. I will be back in literally 2, 3, 4 minutes. Don't go anywhere. I'll be back for the second half. So yeah. We are back, guys. We are back. The second half is started very abruptly. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I was I wasn't even ready for the second half at all. But we're here once again. Garnacho. Huh? Oh, no, no. Anyway, guys, the second half has started. Hey, chat with the tycoon. Thank you for passing through, my brother. We need strong, tall guys at the back. Yeah, yeah, I hear you, man. Like Martinez, he survived being small under Ten Hag's system. Ten Hag protected him. Varane next to him was very good, but I believe now his height and his lack of physicality, like I've said, is being more exposed. In in Amorim system, it's all about one on one defending. Um, so you can't do the whole Martinez is the strong defender that goes forward and Varane is the one that no everybody and Varane is the one that sweeps up and all these things. Everybody has to be able to. Oh wow, wow, wow. 2-1, guys. 2-1. Osman Fernandez has been cooking. You know me, Osman. I don't like Fernandez at all, and I disagree that he's been cooking. I don't think he's been cooking at all. Right now, Bruno is supposed to be playing the inside number 10 position, and he's not playing that position at all. Like he's supposed to be a number 10, and number 10 is supposed to turn in the half spaces and dribble. I don't think he's doing all that. Look at that pass, and also to prove my point was it was his mistake that led to the goal. It was Bruno's mistake. Like Bruno knows it was his mistake that led to the goal. Onana. Oh my gosh, the goalkeeper's mistake. Anyway, the goalkeeper should be doing a lot better. A lot better. And you know what? Both halves of football, the first half, they scored straight away. The second half, they've scored straight away. It is what it is, man. But yeah, there's nothing the manager can do about that. Bruno mistake. Nobody closed the striker down. And yeah, in a way, I'm the kind of supporter that because I know this is a piece of crap, this team is rubbish, the attacking lineup is rubbish. I almost want this team to lose badly, so the manager knows never to pick this team ever again. Like I'm a believer sometimes in tough love. Like I know as a Man United fan, I'm supposed to always want us to win. But sometimes I believe in order to go forward, sometimes you need to take a step back. And this manager, if he doesn't lose badly in this game, he will continue to pick this team. So I almost feel like we need a good exposing. This team needs to be exposed fully, and hopefully he learns from it. That's what I believe. That's what I hope. But I don't know. We'll see. Look at Garnacho right now. And the thing is, people are gonna have a go on no. Like a goal. You know when I said to people that our goalkeeper's not allowed to make a mistake, but our strikers and our attackers make mistakes all the time. Like this is what I mean. Like Onana, as we know, a goalkeeper makes one mistake that leads to a goal. Our attackers will miscontrol the ball all the time. I guess that Bruno mistake is an example. That Bruno mistake is an example of what could happen when Bruno loses the ball high up the field. It's fine, but when Bruno loses the ball deep, we see the repercussions of that. Anyway, I'm not the biggest Bruno fan. I'm not. I'm not the biggest Bruno fan. I'm not the biggest fan of the way he plays football. I understand his value to Manchester United, but I am now approaching the stage where I'm now ready to not see Bruno in the first team. I'm ready to build a team outside of Bruno Fernandes. Anyway, Ozzy. Hey, finish. Ah, yeah. Oh no. I mean, the goal doesn't happen if Bruno doesn't do what he does. That's just. However, Onana made a bad mistake. Like it's both. Onana is already moving, already diving the other way, and the ball. I'm thinking I don't really feel that the ball swerved that much. The ball didn't swerve that much, so the wind and plus the weather's mad anyway. The weather's mad. The weather's mad. So the wind might have carried it a bit more to the right, but that is a perfect example of Bruno. When I said to Bruno, yeah, Bruno is like a double-edged sword. Bruno might give you an assist, but he will lose the ball and make you concede a goal. And those sort of players you can't have in your team anymore. We can't have those players. Yeah. And I'm very surprised this manager saw what he saw in the first half and didn't make any changes. Mm. There we go. Gallo on the ball. There you go. Oh, ugarte, unlucky. You tried to get it to. There we go. No, it's not. Forest on the attack. There we go, guys. 3-1. Easy. Easy 3-1. Easy 3 points for Forest. I'm not gonna lie, yeah. I thought this game was gonna be a definite Man United win, yeah, and I put bets. I put bets on this game. And I think to myself, if I just put one bet on Forest to win, I would have made so much money. I did not know, yeah, Forest were gonna slap us like this. Once again, it's in the air. A cross. So if it's not corners, then it's crosses. Any kind of cross into the box. Look at this. And Martinez is there on the line. How did it still get in? How did the ball get in with Martinez standing there on the line? I'm confused. What are you doing, Martinez? He's in his way as well. Martinez is in Onana's way. Nah, yeah, Oz. 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 I let the hard way, bro. I let that. Listen, Man United are losing 3-1 at Old Trafford against Nottingham Forest. So I have two options right now. There are two options. I can either just accept we're gonna lose and just watch the game and just have a conversation with you guys, or I can get angry and get mad, and I ain't got time to get angry because after this I'm gonna smoke. So yeah, it might be a 4-1. We are getting rattled. We are rattled. Onana's rattled. Yeah, Forest smell blood. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Forest are scoring past us in open play. Like, Arsenal had to do the Stoke thing. But it doesn't matter. Win's a win, right? A win's a win. This is bad. This is bad. This is bad. This is bad, guys. This is. Uh, Ugarte didn't want to. Ugarte just now didn't want to release the ball. Oh, this is painful, you know. Martinez again. Oh, looking at the table, Forest are a good team. But wow, that third goal, the whole of defense and keeper froze and watched it trickle in. I don't get us. I don't understand what was happening. Like, you're right, everyone stood still. The ball went across. Chris Wood headed it, and the ball floated like in slow motion. Martinez was literally glued to the post, and even though Martinez was on a post, he just stood there and watched the ball squeeze past him. Yeah, yeah. Where's Ahmad? Where's Ahmad? Forest almost. And now you're making a change. Let's see what he does. 17 for 10. Oh, he's finally going to take Garnacho off. I can't believe this manager, one, started with Garnacho in the first place. I don't care how rubbish Rashford is. He starts for me over Garnacho. I don't care how rubbish he plays. Garnacho doesn't. And Garnacho's going to cuss and shout. And look how vexed Garnacho is. You're not good. The problem I have with Garnacho is that Man United here have created a footballer. Basically, what I'm trying to say, Garnacho is Rashford 2.0. Rashford was never good enough to lead the line at Manchester United. Never. Not this season, not any of his 8 seasons. He's never been good enough. But the fan base, the media, and the PR pushed this guy into positions that he should never been in at Man United. Oh, lucky Ahmad. And reason why this happened with Rashford is because we had nobody. It's like Man United need to have a superstar. They need to have a superstar. And Rashford was chosen. We're doing the exact same thing with Garnacho. A footballer that's not good enough to start week in, week out is going to be pushed to the moon where the fan base love him so much they're going to want to see him play. He's not going to be good enough, but we're going to be stuck with him. I hope and I pray that this new setup, Ineos and the manager are ruthless enough to say, listen, I don't care if you're Rashford, Bruno, Garnacho. It does not matter. If you're not good enough, you do not play. That's what I want to see. Ruthlessness. Ruthlessness. This manager, unlucky. Almost 4-1. Like, Ahmad's out of position now. I've noticed that Ahmad is not being very disciplined. Like, in that right back position, right wing back position that Ahmad should be in. Dallo, I mean, you see what's his name? Lenny Euro having to go over to that side and cover all the time. Like, what's gonna happen is this: if this manager does not sort, you can have the formation and have the structure all you like. If you do not sort the team out and we keep losing, everything that you've built until now, all the confidence you built that the players now have in you, it's gonna go all away. It's gonna go away, and you don't want them to lose that confidence that they now build that you're building. And I'm sorry, there's only so much leeway I'm gonna give Ruben Amorim. He can't. Ruben Amorim can't say that Bruno's not good in a 10, and in the next game start Bruno in a 10. Well done, Bruno. Well done, Ahmad. Assist again. 3-2. 3-2. An ADHD autist. Like I said, the psychology of the game matters. The Forest team playing better than City today. Listen, it's a good finish from Bruno. And going back to Oz's point before, like Bruno's such a frustrating player. He gave away the goal, he did, and he scored a goal, and that's Bruno. And that's what I'm saying. The likes of David Silva, other number 10s we've seen in the Premier League, they're not making us concede goals and scoring goals. Like they're just producing in the final third, helping teams create. Where Bruno will be responsible for Man United conceding a goal and also be responsible for Man United scoring a goal. So what do you do with a player like that? What do you do with a player who's a cure and a cause? Get rid of him. Because you only want the cure. Anyway, that's all I'm saying. Can't. Can you see it? Read it out. Oh, rude. Yeah. Orhan said United should have kept rude. I don't know if United should have kept rude. I don't know. But what's up, Mo? What you saying, Mo, man? It's been a long time. I know you dip in and out of the channel. But yeah, I agree, Mo. Martinez is not having a good game. Like, I don't think we can disagree. I think United fans, we disagree over loads of stuff. The United fan base is toxic as hell. Oh, Ahmad. Oh, yeah. Come on, Ahmad. You can do better than that. But one thing that I agree, Mo, Martinez today has been terrible. And I've said, this is what I've said a long time, Mo. I've said, I like Martinez in the first season. Second season, he was injured a lot. But even when he wasn't injured, he didn't play that well. And I actually said, some of our favourite players, yeah, might not fit into this system. Some players that played well under Ten Hag, yeah, might not make it. And I don't know. I'm not saying Martinez is one of those players, but I'm just putting it out there. I think he might be one of those players who do not make it. Nice. See now Rashford's playing and Ahmad. Oh, lucky Rashford. You're trying. Ah. Now Maguire's coming on. This is not good enough, guys. It's not good enough. This is not good enough. And I pray, guys, I pray this manager learns quickly because this league, as you can see, as we all know, is unfucking forgiving. Yeah, it's not a forgiving league. So this man has to learn quickly, or he's gonna be out quickly. Yeah. Let me see. Let me see what Mo's saying. You can be the best ball playing centre back in the world. If you can't compete in the air or handle the high balls, you can't play in it. Bro, it, I agree. I agree. The thing about Martinez, yeah, remember the first season when Jamie Carragher and all these guys were just saying, "Oh, he can't play in the Prem," and he proved everyone wrong. And I believe he largely proved everyone wrong because Varane is so good. Like all his inefficiencies or deficiencies were kind of covered up by Varane. Varane cleaned up, and Varane cleaned up smoothly. Ever since Martinez has come back here from the World Cup, he's either been injured or he's just not played well at all. So this I guess maybe lack of form, if you want to call it that. I've been seeing this. This has been coming. He didn't play well last season under Ten Hag, or he was injured for most of it when he wasn't playing, and he hasn't started this season well also. And I believe under like Amorim, where Amorim is all about individuals, you have to win your individual duels, right? Where Ten Hag, especially the first season, that double pivot of Casemiro and Eriksen protected Martinez a lot. Now that the manager wants us to press and everyone get your own man and individually, Martinez is getting exposed a lot. He's getting exposed a bit more. So I see why we want to get Branthwaite. Like I said, I get it. I get Branthwaite. Branthwaite didn't play well against us when we played Everton, but that's one game. You can't judge a man after one game, right? So I don't know. I feel like this system might make Martinez obsolete. I don't know. We'll see. Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw is injured all the time, so you can't play there. Personally, I would play Mazraoui. Leniro, right-sided centre-back. Ligt, centre-back. Mazraoui, left-sided centre-back. Ahmad, right wing-back. And Malacia, left wing-back. Yeah. I might play double pivot of Casemiro and Ugarte, only because it's secure, defensively secure. But that's me. That's just me. I don't know. I can't believe this though, man. And I've said many times, Kobe can't do the dog work in that double pivot. I can't see Kobe doing that. He's 19, right, Kobe? Kobe is not a career DM. I can't see Kobe playing that position for the next 10 years. He's not got the drive. Kobe doesn't have the engine. He doesn't have the engine to do it. He doesn't have the intensity to do it. Kobe is a flair player almost. He's a drop a shoulder, short passing, link the play, smart, intelligent, between the lines, he can shoot. I don't see Kobe as a deep lying playmaker. I just don't. Oh, Hojlund. Our attack is up there with one of the worst attacks in the league. And the sad thing is, like I said, is Antony worse than Garnacho? Can we be honest? From what we've seen, yeah, from Antony, from what we saw from Antony, I don't remember seeing him play as badly as I've seen Garnacho play. One thing I don't like, right, about Man United is that some players are allowed to play rubbish, but other players, yeah, who play bad one game, you won't see them again. You will never see them again. I'm not saying I'm the biggest Antony fan. I'm not. But I'm all about treating people equally, man. I'm not being biased. Go on, Kobe. Go on, Kobe. Oh. Good, Kobe. Ah, Bruno. Unlucky. There we go. Kobe on the ball. See, yes, Kobe is not that deep line playmaker. He's not that guy. One thing I don't understand about football fans is why they can't just watch a footballer, watch the footballer's qualities, identify what they're good at, profile them correctly. Oh, profile the footballers correctly so you know where they can play. This ain't looking good, man. This is so bad. But we've got 20 minutes. Give it back. Good, Kobe. Yeah, that's not Bruno's not gonna catch that. Yeah, that's a problem, right? When you got like 60%, almost 70% of the ball and lose 3-2. And then bring on Zirkzee. Okay, this is what I'm gonna say about bringing on Zirkzee with 20 minutes to go. I think, yeah, if you understand football, you will understand that Zirkzee is not really an impact player. I feel like Zirkzee is a player that you want to start from the beginning to get into the rhythm, and then you bring on a Garnacho as an impact player. Wow. That's what I think. So I don't know why we keep starting with Hojlund and bringing on Zirkzee. I'd rather start with Zirkzee, stabilize the game, and then bring on Hojlund in the last half an hour. That's what I would prefer, to stretch the team, not the other way around. But that's just my opinion. Unlucky, unlucky. We're trying a little quick passing around the box. We're trying to create space. And I'm not gonna lie, Kobe Manu, I will take Kobe off. I'll take Kobe off right now. I feel like the game. This is not a Zirkzee game. The game's a bit too frantic right now. But I feel like he should have started with Zirkzee personally. But yeah, we'll see. Dallo, Rashford. Oh, we can't even beat the first man when we put the balls in the box. The quality in the final third, man. That's what it is. The crosses and the balls in the box haven't been good. The crosses into the box haven't been good. No quality. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes just slap it, Mo. Just have a try, man. Have a go. Oh, counter attack. There we go. Move the ball quicker, guys. Move it quicker. One touch, bang. One touch. Oh. Do you know what it is as well about Ugarte, yeah? Ugarte is good at what he does, right? Ugarte is one of those guys, yeah? He wins the ball and then he moves it. But when you want ball progression, yeah? When you want ball progression, Ugarte is not that guy, you know? On the ball, Ugarte, I don't know, guys. He's good at what he does, isn't it? But I feel like if we are defending and we're playing a big team, maybe. But right now, when we need to score a goal, I don't know about Ugarte. I don't know. Yeah, we need to score, and Ugarte is not a progressive midfielder at all. At all. We're conceding the worst kind of goals as well, you know. Like, it's not even schoolboy goals we're conceding. Bruno's coming off. Bruno's coming off. Maybe he's tired as well. And he keeps losing the ball. But and Ugarte, funny enough, I was just speaking about Ugarte and how right now we need to win. And having a player like Ugarte on the field doesn't make sense. And the manager is taking Ugarte off. So I'm glad. Yeah, this is not good. Yo, man, Mo. The only guy that could save this team is 2000 and was it 2016 to 2019 in N'Golo Kante. Bro, N'Golo Kante is a cheat code, you know. N'Golo Kante was fake. I always say, listen, in Kante, yeah, he's got elephant lungs. I swear he's got elephant lungs. Or whale. What's bigger than elephant? A whale. He's got whale lungs. Because he can just run and run and run, and that's just fake, bruv. Not the most technically gifted footballer, but if you can do the basics well, yeah, and your decision making, I always tell people, you don't even need to be that techie, yeah. But if you make the right decisions, that's half the shit done. Like, it means you're on the right path. Most of these ballers that we're talking about, like the garnachos, is their decision making, yeah, and their football IQ and football knowledge, which is bad. They play football like they still play football like they did when they were 13. It's almost as if they can't play as a team. They play as an individual. They think about themselves rather than thinking about how the team is moving forward and how their movement is gonna open up I don't know. They play very immature football. But someone like Kante, listen, he's not a baller, but my gosh, bruv, man will cover this space. Man will cover the distance. Like Kante was fake, bruv. Prime Kante was fake. I don't know who to look for. Like, who's a new Kante? The Kante reincarnation. Right now, yeah. Right now, Caicedo for Chelsea. So right now, Caicedo for Chelsea. I don't know, bro. He's looking dumb. He's looking dumb right now, Caicedo. Chelsea are looking dumb right now, to be fair. And no one's talking about Chelsea winning the league. No one's talking about Chelsea winning the league. No one. All I'm saying, Chelsea, yeah. Chelsea can put out two teams. Two teams Chelsea can put out. I would not be surprised if Chelsea finish in the top two, top three. I wouldn't be surprised if Chelsea finish second. I wouldn't be surprised. There we go. Elanga coming on. This man is making me laugh. He's Mo's. Yeah. Mo's acting mad, but it's true. Nah, but thing is, no, he's right. He's right. Mo's right. Because the thing is, one thing that our manager said in the press conference before today, he said, if you don't run like dogs, you ain't winning the league. Like what Liverpool are doing right now, Liverpool are just like, they're running everywhere. They're pressing. It's a madness. It's a madness. And Man City, the reason why Man City are falling off is because all their players are like over 30. They got like 30 rows in the midfield. You got no Rodri. They don't have the intensity. And they're not running like dogs. So, yeah. All you need is Kante, Park. Bro, imagine a Kante and Park midfield double pivot. Hey, if you had a Kante and Park midfield double pivot, yeah, you don't lose any. You don't lose a game. It's impossible. What's going on here? What's happening? This storm is messing with my feed. This manager is talking. Listen, Amorim, you can talk to Hojlund as much as you want, bro. Like Hojlund is not gonna change his first touch. Hojlund is not gonna start bringing players into play. Hojlund is not now gonna start making all the right decisions. Hojlund is a terrible finish. He's not a good striker. He's not. Yeah, I'm. Hojlund's not good. It's like, what do you do with someone like Hojlund? What do you do with someone like Hojlund? I don't know. Anyway, it's true though. You're right. It's your black man linesman. You hardly. I mean, to be fair, you hardly see black referees or linesmen just in general. Yeah, yeah. I mean, black people are only allowed to play football. We're not allowed to run it. We're not allowed to manage it or anything like that. It's just like anything. Back in the day, black people weren't allowed to be in business, weren't allowed to be in offices, they weren't allowed to use the same toilets. It's the same access. Black people just weren't allowed the same access to the stuff, to things, to systems. We're getting there. Times are changing, but we still got we still got work to do. I have no idea what's going on. What happened to Masraoui? I think he's telling Masraoui to go off the field to get treatment. I'm confused. What's happening here? Yeah, it always tells you that's run out, and I always forget to... Oh, Hoyland. Ah, Hoyland's got pace, yeah, but the frustrating thing about Hoyland is that I never see his pace being utilized really. Like he's never on like the last defender. I feel like he tries to drop deep and tries to like, but he's not good at dropping deep and collecting the ball and bringing others into play. But he tries to, and because he does that, whenever you get the ball, I feel like he's not in line with the last defender because he needs to run off them. He's a bit too deep. Like I get why Zirkzee's deep because Zirkzee's technically a 9.5, right? Zirkzee says he's a number 10. Like he says he's a 9.5, so he plays deep. But Hojlund is supposed to be playing off the last defender. I don't know. Oh, Dano's header. What's funny? Reading the comments off there because the heart is in the way is mad. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, that's exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying, Mo. Like, man, them, that's it, we can't swim, you know. That's funny. Man, them can't swim because apparently, you know what I heard, yeah? This is obviously not true. It might be, I don't know. Someone told me that man, them can't swim, yeah? Because of bone density. Or I got told man, them can't swim, yeah? Because our calf muscles are lower down or higher up or something than other people. Bro, I've heard the maddest stuff, you know. Jack Greedy. Jack Greedy will sink to the bottom of every of any water that he's in, bruv. Any pool, he'll sink to the bottom of the ocean, bruv. With them calves. Oh man. That's it. That's all we can do. We're putting boxes in it. We're putting boxes, man. Do you know what's funny about that stuff? When I saw that 50% of the footballers in the Premier League are non-white, 50% at least, and I'm like, oh, really? That's a lot, you know. When I look at the refs and I look at the managers, I look at the linesmen, I'm like, raw. This is, yeah, this is not. It's not reflection. It's not a reflection of what of the ballers that we see on the pitch. But it is what it is, man. Anyway, Zirkzee dropping deep. I know, man. 5 minutes to go. Dallo cutting in. Nice Zirkzee. Nice Zirkzee. Dallo. Corner. Already, yeah? And this is what I don't understand, bruv. I don't get this. Already, yeah, Zirkzee in like 5 minutes is holding the ball, bringing others into play, bro. Just start Zirkzee, man. I know he's not going to offer much, yeah, going the other way. That's the problem. He's not going to stretch teams, and you need the teams. I get all of that, but he's gonna keep the ball, man. Like, come on, bro. Yeah, bro. That's what they say, bro. It's the physics. It's the physics. Oh man, this is doing it. Is yeah. This is painful as well, Car. I feel like most of this shit was avoidable. Most of this stuff was avoidable, man. Like the yeah, man, the goals we conceded. Today is not a good day, man. Because at the end of the day, like the weather's bad as well. Kicking off at 5:30 is dead. Like nobody wants to play at 5:30. Look at Zirkzee holding the ball and like, oh bang. Oh, I'm mad. Unlucky. Nice. Oh, Ahmad. Oh, Ahmad. This. I wish he just released the ball. All right. Oh, 3 minutes to go. Yeah, good defending. I think I know this manager wants to rotate, but he needs to play play Ahmad and play Mazraoui. He needs to play his best players if he wants to win a game. Rotate everyone else if you want. Like, this is not good. Look at Zexy's pass around the corner. Oh, this is bad. Martinez has not had a good game, as we all know he hasn't had a good game anyway. This is bad. I know. I don't know, man. I don't know. We just gave away 3 goals at Old Trafford. Like, hojlund, man. Do you know what hojlund is also frustrating? It's because, you know, when, like, one of the things I was told, yeah, that hojlund's good at, right, is being a nuisance. Off the ball running and making space and off the ball running. Bro, I thought, yeah, we were going to get... You know how Jamie Vardy is always harassing. Even if Jamie Vardy, yeah, is not going to win the header, Jamie Vardy will jump for the header and will be a nuisance. Jamie Vardy will chase down the... hojlund isn't a nuisance at all. He doesn't offer that much off the ball. His MO, really, well, sold to us, is that he is quick, rapid, off the ball, running, using the channels, right? As a striker, he never uses the channels. Like, he's such a... I just don't understand hojlund. I don't get it. I don't get it. I just don't get it. But the problem I have with this manager is if you continue to make changes like the way he's making changes and you do not win, there's a problem. Making all these changes and winning is one thing. Dallow's shot. My problem is that my problem with Dallo, yeah, I like Dallo, but I think Dallo has a lack of footballing IQ. No left back, no wing back, no defender is taking a shot from there. Why is Dallo doing it? It's like, oh, it's Dallo. Dallo, yeah, is another one, yeah, that I like. I like Dallo as a footballer, but I believe he might be somebody that dies in this system because he's a fullback. He's not actually a wing back. And going forwards, I believe this manager wants his wing backs to be really good going forward, to have the ability to score a goal if need be. Unlucky Zirkzee. That was too hard anyway, Zirkzee. That touch, yeah. Even if you wanted to pass the ball to that player, that touch is way too hard. This man said the Bruno Fernandes sub was a strange one. Mm. Do. Oh, this is a joke thing, man. This is a joke. Oh, that pass from Hojlund was so bad. That pass didn't need to be so hard. Why did he hit to fizz it in like that? Hit it so hard. Like, Hojlund is so rubbish. That's jokes. We're losing 3-2 and these men are bringing on Bobby Lashley. This number 9 be looking like Bobby. Oh, man. Osman's funny. Osman. Dallo saw Cristiano's dreams. You know. More like he thought he was Cristiano. He thinks he is. I'm like, oh, just pass the ball, bro. It's so frustrating. Am I the only person who gets frustrated when I see like defenders, yeah, who probably don't score in training? You know what certain defenders you know, yeah, are not even scoring in training, yeah? And you see them man shoot in the match. I'm like, bro, why are you shooting? Why are you shooting? Oh, Ahmad. You don't even score when there's no pressure. You don't even score in training. Why are you trying to shoot in a live match, bro? Like, that just gets me mad when I see defenders do that. Especially the deadest centre backs when they shoot. Don't shoot, bro. Pass the ball. So say that again. We've made how many passes? So apparently Man United have made 575 passes, and they've only made 228. And we've made almost double their, well, more than double their passes, and they scored 3 goals. A lucky Rashford. Yeah, that was going in. Do you know what? The interesting thing is, if this manager was serious, I don't want to have a go at the manager. It's too early. But start Rashford. I don't mind Hojlund. I don't mind Hojlund, Zirkzee, and no, you can't even start. Do you know what? Yeah, our best front three, yeah, might be Mason Mount, Zirkzee. Thing is, I'm trying my best to create a front three that sounds good. Yeah, I can't. I can't because I'm gonna have to include somebody who's rubbish in it. because we have more rubbish players than we have good players. So I'm just like, if it's Zirkzee, Mason Mount, and Bruno, it still doesn't sound good. If it's Zirkzee, Rashford, and Mason Mount, it doesn't sound good. If it's the front three we started with today, it doesn't sound. No matter what combination I use, yeah, I'm like, oh. I'm not gonna lie, yeah, this referee's taking a piss, yeah, because no referee, yeah, ever cares, yeah, whether, especially if you're taking a free kick in your own half, whether it's 5 yards back or 3 yards back, no one really cares like that, and the wind's moving the ball. This referee's taking a piss. Yeah, 1 minute left to go, guys, before the match is done. I did not know. I did not know that Manchester United were going to get beaten at home like this, in this fashion, in this manner. It's a shock to me. Yes, I expect some bad moments with the new coach, but this is, yeah, this is bad, guys. This is not good. Especially after losing, we've lost 2 games in the Premier League on the bounce now. And the thing is, we need to attract players. At this point, yeah, we're not going to finish in top 4. We are not. And yeah, there you go, guys. There you go, guys. Nottingham Forest have beaten Manchester United 3-2 at Old Trafford. Amorim's first home win. I mean, based on the way that we set up, based on the way that Amorim sets up in his formation, I actually and honestly expected Manchester United to be very, very better structured. I expect us to be better set up, not easily beaten. I expect the team to not easily concede goals, even at this early stage in our development under Amorim. I expect better than a team conceding 3 goals at home. I did not expect that. I understand that the goals that we conceded were once again, out of the blue, if you can call them that, and they weren't like we went under pressure. It wasn't sustained pressure. It was just moments and mistakes. From the first goal to the second goal, Bruno mistake, Onana save. First up to the first goal was a header from the corner, and then the last goal, I don't know what Martinez was doing. Either way, errors, individual errors. So it's not really the system that's not working. It's still individuals in that system making those errors. And the manager needs to learn very quickly which players to trust, which players to start with, which players going forward he's going to use, and which players he's not. Because as we know, these are the same front three: hojlund, Garnacho, Rashford. That front three is the same front three that scored 40 or 50 goals. Like last season, Man United scored the least amount of goals, I think, out of the top 8 teams in the league. Our goal difference, what was our goal difference? It was poor. I remember doing a video on this. Our goal difference was bad. The goal scored was bad. The front three that I just described is still the same front three that this manager is playing, but in a different system. You can't improve the players. You can put them in a different system, but the players are the players. So far, this manager has been honest enough to tell us what went wrong after the games, and I expect him to continue being honest. What I don't expect him to do is to treat the league like, I know he wants to rotate, but you can't treat the league as your place to just test things. Let me see how this player works here. No. This is the Premier League. You can't do that here. So I hope now that we see less of people like Garnacho. Because at what point, yeah, if you're the manager, do you say, do you know what, this guy does not allow us to play good football. We cannot play our game with this guy. The manager before bet bet on Garnacho, put his faith in Garnacho and put his faith in Hojlund, and they got him sacked. So this manager needs to learn very quickly. I'm very disappointed in the game. Very disappointed in how it starts. The first half started, and the second half we conceded early on in both halves. Absolute shite performance by the team. So what can you do? You have to keep going. We got a game on Thursday in the Europa League. For me, I believe the Europa League is probably our best chance of finishing in the Champions League. It is. I like Bruno's goal. Bruno's goal was fine. I don't think Bruno had a terrible game today. I think he was fine. But it was his mistake that led to the second goal, though. And I did say, Bruno loses the ball too much. He's not good enough. He's not good enough under pressure. He's not good enough in tight spaces. He is not a number 10. How can we go from Neymar and Ronaldinho and all of these guys as number 10s? Total footballers. Footballers who can go left, go right, dribble, shoot. That's a number 10. Number 10 is the guy. The guy that can do everything. And then we have a number 8 playing number 10. We have somebody who can't play between the lines, who can't dribble, who can't really progress with the ball, who can't play that tight, intricate David Silva sort of number 10, Fabregas. He's not that guy, but we have him playing number 10. Listen, I've always said, once you play Bruno further back, Bruno can either make his passes more simpler and stop losing the ball. He has to change his game or come out the team. And he lost the ball today that made us concede the second goal. Like I said, he didn't have a terrible game, but we saw the best and the worst of Bruno today. We saw him score the goal that we need, and we saw him give away the goal. The worst and the best of him. That's what we saw today. Hojlund, I don't understand Hojlund. I never will. I think I've got to the stage where he will never be the player I want him to be. I don't think he will improve to the level that we need him to improve. Like, there's no striker that I see in the world football at the age of 20, 21, 22, whatever how old he is, that's this bad, that goes on to improve and becomes a world beater in the next 3 years. It doesn't happen. He's not going to improve that much. Garnacho, the same. Garnacho has time to improve. He's still young, but right now, as I see it, he does not need to start. He does not need to start games anymore for Manchester United. Maybe an impact player, and that's it. Not a good game. Not a good game to watch. We had a lot of possession. So in terms of keeping the ball, that's good. But one thing that maybe Ten Hag realised is that keeping the ball is overrated. Maybe that's why Ten Hag went with the whole kick and run, counter-attacking, transition. Maybe Ten Hag went that way because he believed that he couldn't get the technical players that he needed. And with the players that he has at Man United and he has at his disposal, he believed that they were best suited to a more transition kick and run football. And they are. This manager is, rather than this manager saying, you know what, these players are suited to that football, let me implement that. He said, no, I'm going to implement my type of football. And if you're not suited to my type of football, I'm going to get rid of you. That's a different approach. And I hope in the long term, if he's backed and if he gets the players he needs to play his system, it will work. If not, it won't. Plain and simple. Anyway, let me see what Ozzy's saying quickly. Osman, the XG was United 1.46 and 0.69 for Forest. They were. Yeah, okay. Ozzy making a good point. I mean, well, I guess it's making my point for me as well. At the end of the day, there's positive to take from it. Forest scored 3. I mean, you can look at it 2 ways. You can look at it. Forest weren't actually that good. They weren't all over us. They weren't ripping us apart. They weren't carving us open, and neither were Arsenal. So once again, the structure itself is fine because that's what the structure is doing, right? The individuals within a structure are the ones making the mistakes. So that's the problem. So the XG shows it. The XG for us, I mean, I don't really fully believe in XG because I saw a game, the game that we beat Everton 4-0, our XG was 0 or 0.5. And how can our XG put 0.5 when Ahmad had 2 assists, Bruno had an assist, and Zirkzee scored 2 tap-ins? How can you score 2 tap-ins and your XG be 0.5? No, your XG will be at least 2. So I don't know. This XG stat stuff is a bit mad, but that's this XG stuff. If it is what it is, Man United have a high XG, and at the end of the day, we saw that with our eyes. I always tell people this when it comes to stats. Yeah, the stats should only show you what you see with your eyeballs. Yeah, the stats should only show you what you see with your eyes. So if you see Man United peppering the opposition, you expect the XG to show that. My issue with stats is how people use stats fast. They look at stats first and then they tell you what the stat is. No. You watch the game with your eyes and then you use the stats to back up what you see with your eyes. You do not use you don't go to the stat first and say Bruno scored 5 goals in this game. It means he's played well. No. You watch the game to find out if he's played well. And then you use the fact that he scored 5 goals to confirm that or to verify that. So it is what it is. We are, at the moment, we're a bit toothless and we're making a bit too many mistakes. So we move, guys. That's my analysis of the game. Let me know what you guys think, whether you're a United fan or not. I think a lot of the times people who pass through in the stream are not United fans. They just want to look at me in pain, watch me miserable. Good luck, man, because I ain't gonna allow these guys to get me mad anymore, man. These rich footballers are not gonna they're not gonna do that to me. So it is what it is. Anyway, we move, like I keep saying. Thank you guys for joining as usual. Smash a like, share. You know, all this stuff helps the channel grow. The channel is growing slowly and surely, but I do believe that it will continue to grow. I've now created or developed or developing the watch along, not the watch along facility, the call-in facility where I can have people on the show now and have conversations similar to how the other football YouTubers have conversations. So that hopefully will maybe start next year after January. So we'll keep improving the channel and we'll keep going. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching and I'll